What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is the Lexington City Championship, and this is actually the top 8. I know on the bottom it says the finals, but on our left we have Kevin Baxter, and on the right we have Jacob Hope, and we see Jacob is playing the Bronzong Lugia deck that actually showcased about a week ago. And on the left, we have Kevin Baxter playing a Kyogre deck, which we really haven't seen anymore. Both these decks we really haven't seen. So it's going to be an interesting game for sure. And we see that Jacob, I know it's kind of hard to see his side of this field, but he has a Lugia, and he has 2 Bronzors, and now he's Ultra Balling for another Shebe. And like I said, this is top 8. I know it says the finals on the bottom, and I apologize for that. We see a Trainer's Mail from Jacob, and let's see what Jacob decides to get. I see a Judge, and he's going to grab the Judge. And maybe he'll play a turn 1, kind of disrupting Kevin, make it where he doesn't have anything. Or maybe like putting his hand size down to 4. Let's see, he has 5 in his hand already, but here we see Jacob getting another low ball to get a Zora, and we see a Judge. Both players are going to shuffle their hand into the deck and draw 4 cards. Now, I think Jacob only plays like 1 Judge and like multiple Sycamores, and I guess he just whiffed the Sycamore. The whole point of his deck is to draw through it fairly quickly and to start using Lugia as fast as you can. And let's see what Jacob does. He has a Trainer's Mail. Looks like another Zora. Trainer's Mail, let's see. Now, Jacob does play Skyfield to get out 8 bench Pokemon, and there we see a Ultra Ball, discarding a Zora, and a looks like a Lava Ball, and getting on a Hoopa. And this must mean that Jacob has his Skyfield. Oh man, Jacob's turn is not in. So off that Judge, he got a Trainer's Mail for the Ultra Ball and has Skyfield in the hand. And here we see a Hoopa, Lugia, and another Lugia. It seems like maybe another Shaman. Oh no, so Jacob has nothing in his hand. Oh man. And on to Kevin's turn. He has that Galele in the active spot. And we see an Ultra Ball from Kevin. And Kevin could Ultra Ball to get his own Shaman out. Now Kevin does have a Judge, but I doubt he wants to use that. There's Shaman coming to his hand. And he does have a Spirit Link he can put on Kyogre. Now that Galele, his first attack is Ice Breath. Flip a coin of heads. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. And the second attack is Instant Freeze. It does 50, and you have the same amount of cards as your opponent. It does 100 and more. So 150 total. There we see a Spirit Link, a Shebe, drawn up to 6. Alrighty, and Kevin does have another Trainer's Mail, and he does have that VS Seeker, but he doesn't. I don't think he wants a VS Seeker. I don't think he can VS Seeker for a Giovanni Scheme. I don't think he has 5 cards in his hand, and I don't know if he wants to Judge Jacob because he has no cards in his hand. So let's see what Kevin does decide to do. Floatstone, Water Energy on Kyogre, and he does have 3 in his hand, so he can Giovanni Scheme, or he has. He's gonna put a Spirit Link down and the VS Seeker for Giovanni Scheme to draw 3, and hopefully with these 3 cards he gets something to Zoroark, an Energy Evil, and a Rough Seas. So that's pretty rough. That's not what Kevin wants to see. But Jacob doesn't have any cards in his hand, but Lugia can start using Arrow Ball, and it'll do 40 damage. It does 20 times the amount of energy on both active Pokemon. We can see Jacob top deck a Zoroark and use Arrow Ball for 40. And on to Kevin's turn, it doesn't seem like he got anything. He got an Ultra Ball. He can discard a Mega Turbo and discard a Zoroark. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see what he decides to discard. A Rough Seas. Alright, does Kevin play another Shaman? And he does play 2 Shaman. Alright, so Kevin can keep on going. Alrighty, so let's see. He's going to Shebe, draw some more cards. He does have a Water Energy he could put down onto that Kyogre, and that's what he's going to do. Play the Shaman, drawn up to 6, and he whiffs a supporter card. He gets a Zora, he's got a Dive Ball, he can get a Primal Kyogre if he wants to, and there's a Dive Ball, and here we're going to see a Primal Kyogre probably come out into play. There it is, and Kevin can start attacking next turn with this Kyogre. He has, he just needs a double Water Energy. He has 1 in his hand already, and let's see. Alright, we'll probably just see a pass from Kevin. Yep, pass on to Jacob's turn. And let's see, did he top deck anything? I think he has a VS Seeker, and he's going to get Judge, put both players at 4 cards. So great top deck from Jacob. Maybe he can start going on some stuff. Maybe get some Bronzong out and play. Get a Floatstone on that Zoroark and start powering up that Lugia's Deep Hurricane. Alrighty, we see Kevin does have an Energy Retrieval, so maybe he could start attacking with this Primal Kyogre. We see a Muscle Man going to the active, and does Jacob have anything else? And nope, we'll just see an Arrow Ball for 60. And on to Kevin's turn, what will happen? He has a Trainer's Mail. He can grab the Sycamore, which is good. Let's see, does he? Oh, he doesn't have a Water Energy in his hand, so he will need a Water Energy, or at least 2 in his hand to attack. And he doesn't want to attach this one because that makes it where The Kyogre's Alpha Growth doesn't go off. So he might just Sycamore, discarding that water, and the energy retrieval, which, it's not the greatest thing, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And yeah, we'll see Sycamore, and he's gonna try to get double water energy, and no, looks like he whiffed. But he can put down a Zoroark, he can put down a Zora, he can put down a Kyogre. Here is the Battle Compressor. This will discard 3 cards out of his deck. Man, he didn't get any Mega Turbos, he didn't get any energies. Oh, man, that's not good. He still has a Battle Compressor in his hand. Or not Battle Compressor, a Trainer's Mail. But with Battle Compressor, he discards a Compressor. And that's going to be the only other card. Maybe everything else in his deck is really good. Let's see. He's going to play Trainer's Mail. What's the 4 cards he gets? Probably the VS Seeker. No, he already has a VS Seeker in his hand. Oh, he's going to grab it. Okay, maybe that's not a VS Seeker in his hand. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Alright, so let's see a Zora come down. Oh no, what Kevin has to watch out too is for that Zoroark. It can use Mind Jack. And yep, we're going to see Kevin put a bunch of Pokemon down. And we're going to see a pass from Kevin, most likely. Yep. Oh, he's going to treat to Kyogre and pass on to Jacob's turn. Alrighty, let's see. What can Jacob do? He gets an Ultra Ball. He could Ultra Ball and maybe get another Shaman. I think he plays multiple, but nope. He's going to get a Bronzong out via Seeker for a Judge. Alrighty, I guess Jacob doesn't need Sycamore this game. He's going to play Judge over and over again. Now, that Primal Kyogre has 240 HP, so it's a little bit. It's going to be a minute before he takes it down. That's a lot of damage he has to do to it. And let's see, both players get 4 cards. Alright, and Kevin can attack next turn. So let's see. Looks like Jacob is trying to figure out some Mind Jack math. There's a DCE, Trainer's Mail. Gonna grab a Love Ball to get out another Bronzong. And let's see what Jacob will do. He'll probably send the Zoroark and use Mind Jack to knock out this Primal Kyogre and do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 190. And we see double Metalings going onto the Lugia, and we will see the Zoroark knock out the Kyogre. And on to Kevin's turn. Alright, so Kevin can start attacking. He has a Mega Turbo. He has some Water Energy in his hand. So he can start attacking. There's a Water Energy on that guy. Going to put down another Water Energy. And he can use this Tidal Storm. It'll do 150 to the active and 30 to all of Jacob's bench EX Pokemon. Kevin looks like he's trying to figure out some math. And let's see what's going to happen. I mean, I imagine a Water Energy. Maybe not. Hold on. Wait for it. Okay, yep, put the Water Energy down. I think he was contemplating putting the DCE down. But here we see Kyogre come down, and we will see a Tidal Storm for sure. We see an AZ picking up a Shebe. Just making sure that Jacob can't take an easy knockout on it. Or maybe he wants to use it later for the setup ability. And they receive some Tidal Storm going on. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. That Tidal Storm just did, 18 plus 15, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 330, I think, is how much damage it just did right now. And here comes Jacob. He's going to send in that Lugia EX. Now, that Lugia EX does have Deep Hurricane. It does 150 with the Muscle Band 170. Yeah, that's right. And you discard the Stadium card in play, so that means he can discard all of his Shea Base on the bench with that Deep Hurricane play, which is pretty cool. And here we see a Battle Compressor from Jacob, going to discard a Metal Battle Compressor and a Lysander. Oh man, does Jacob have a Lysander in his hand to bring up a Pokemon? That'd be very bad for Kevin. But let's see what happens. Alright, we will see DC going out to the other Lugia. Probably some Metalinks. Shebe drawn up to 6. Alrighty. There's a Muscle Man going down to the Lugia as well. You just want to make sure they hit for 170. And we see a Trainer's Mode getting a VS Seeker. And this VS Seeker will grab a Lysander. And I imagine we'll bring up a Shebe. Jacob's looking through his discard pile to see what's all in there. He must have a Sacred Ash. Oh, he is using Sacred Ash. Going to shuffle 5 Pokemon in there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jacob's bench is already full, which is not good for him. But we see double Metalings going onto this Lugia. And we'll see a VS Seeker for a Lysander. Bring up Shebe. I imagine so. And take a knockout on it. And yep, we'll see a Deep Hurricane knock out Shaman, and Jacob will discard all those Shamans that just got hit by that Deep Hurricane. Alright, on to Kevin's turn. Let's see what happens. Kevin can knock out this Lugia with Zoroark and or Primal Kyogre. The only problem is, if Jacob has it as a VS Seeker, he can bring up the Galele and knock it out. There we see a DC go down to Zoroark, or Zora, And we will see the Zoroark knock out this active. It'll do 163, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, 16. And on Jacob's turn, does he have the Lysander or not? I think he does. I think I saw a VS Seeker in his hand. Let's see what happens. And yep, Lysander, bring up Glalie and do a Deep Hurricane for the knockouts. And on the game number 2, both players didn't really get set up, especially Kevin. He didn't had a Storm type turn like 100, it seems like. But on the game number 2, let's see what happens. Once again, it is 2 kind of roguish decks. It's Kevin Baxter on the left and Jacob Hope on the right. Both these players are playing unique decks that we really haven't seen anymore. But if you looked at day 1, everybody was pretty much playing Yveltal, and Kyogre kind of just beats Yveltal because, you know, you can knock out multiple Yveltals in one turn. You know, Gallade can't knock you out. There's Zoroark can't really knock you out, so that's why Kyogre is pretty good in the Yveltal meta, and that's why everybody made, like, a couple people made the switch, including myself, but we'll see some other people who did make the switch as well to Kyogre, which is pretty fun. Trying to have fun here. This is day number 5 of the Tennessee Marathon as well. We are in Lexington, Kentucky, and let's see what happens to game number 2, and we see Kevin mulligan turn 1, and Jacob has a Pokemon, and we see Kevin, you know, just mulligan. Now, Kevin is playing, once again, a Primal Kyogre, Glalie, Zoroark. I doubt Kevin wanted to start that Glalie. Usually, you don't want to end this matchup. But we'll see what happens game number 2. Maybe Kevin gets some earlier Tidal Storms. And we see another mulligan. Oh, man. So 2 mulligans going to Jacob, which is not good. We saw Jacob have a really explosive turn 1 last game. He filled his bench up. He even judged, then played a Hoopa and played a Skyfield. And, man, it was just a crazy turn 1 for Jacob. Alright, so let's see. Oh, another mulligan for Jacob. Oh, man, this is not good for Kevin. Jacob's just going to have everything he wants in his hands. He's going to get down a bunch of Bronzongs. Maybe get a Hoopa down. Oh no, I'm nervous for Kevin. But we'll see what happens. At least, you know, Jacob does need at least a turn or 2 before he can start using Deep Hurricane. But he can use Air Ball on turn 1. And max he can do is 40 damage unless that active Pokemon has energy on it. And we see Kevin does get a Pokemon. Alright, so 6 price guards going down. But 3 mulligans for Jacob. And oh, a Shaybe start. That's not what you want to see. See a Dive Ball. This will get out a Kyogre EX. I imagine so. Alright, so let's see what happens. So Dive Ball, gonna get out a, Kyogre. There we go. And let's see what else happens. I don't think Kevin had a supporter card in his hand. I don't think I saw one right away. It's kind of hard to see, like always. Yeah, Water Angel on a Kyogre. We have VS Seeker, a Floatstone, and something else. And oh, yep, just a pass from Kevin. And on to Jacob. We know he has like 10 cards in his hand from all those mulligans. And he does have a DCE turn 1. He has a Muscle Band as well. He has an Ultra Ball, discarding a Metal Energy, and a VS Seeker. Alrighty. And imagine this will get a Bronzor. He already has a Shaman in his hand. Unless he wants to get Hoopa to get out more Lugias, but I doubt it. I think he wants to go for a Bronzor here, just to try to get the turn 2 Bronzongs out. And yep, he's going to eyeball that Bronzor. Going to grab it already. And he does have the Trainer's Mail. Does he have a Skyfield? There's an Ultra Ball, discarding a Muscle Band, and another Trainer's Mail. Getting out another Bronzor. So 2 Bronzors coming down on turn number 1. All Jacob needs right now is a Zora, and he'll be A-okay. He can have 2 Bronzors and a Zora. Here we see a Shaybe drawn up to 6. Alrighty, he does have another DC in his hand. He has a Battle Compressor. This will discard some Metal Energies. There's 1, there's 2. There's a Sycamore. Alrighty, and I doubt Jacob wants to use the Sycamore right now. He does have a DCE in his hand. I doubt he wants to discard. But let's see, what does Jacob do? He has a Floatstone going to attach to the Bronzor. And he has a Hoopa, a VS Seeker for a Sycamore, and yeah, he's going to Sycamore the hand, discard it, and draw 7 new cards. I guess he really wants to get out of Zora turn 2. There we see a Zora coming down. He does have a Level Ball, another Battle Compressor for Jacob, and Jacob is just going crazy this turn. Now, he did have to discard a DCE, but, I mean, right now he's got 2 Bronzors out. He's got a Battle Compressor, discarding a Judge, a Bronzor, and probably another Metal Energy if there's 1 more in there. Okay, another Battle Compressor. That seems fine. Alrighty, so Jacob's having a great turn too, like we saw game one. And we'll probably see a pass. Jacob does have already not a pass, an air ball for 60. And on to Kevin's turn, let's see what happens. There's a Zoroark, got a Primal Kyogre. Oh no, it's not looking good for Kevin. I'm a little bit scared for Kevin. Let's see, he's going to put a floatstone on the Zoroark. We're going to see it stand in. Retreat to the Kyogre, and probably just a Primal Evolve. Yeah, and on to Jacob's turn. So Kevin not having a good start. We see a Zoroark come down from from Jacob. Level Ball for a Zoroark. We see a Trainer's Mill. I bet he's looking for a VS Seeker or a Floatstone. Jacob does have double Shaman in his hand already, and he's going to grab a Lysander. He could Lysander, bring up Shaman, and maybe knock it out. That's what he's going to do. Bring up Shebe, and here we see a Shaman going to draw up to 6. He has a Muscle Band and Level Ball. This will get out a Bronzong. And does he have a Floatstone? Because if he has a Floatstone... Oh, what? No Bronzong? Oh, my goodness. All right. All right. So let's see what happens. Well, he can just air ball, knock it out, 160, and bring it up to 120, which is a knockout. So that play doesn't really matter about getting the metal energies. Yeah, so we're going to see Lugia take a knockout regardless. And on to Kevin's turn, here we see Zoroark, and Kevin's turn is... Oh, man, Kevin's going downhill fast. He has a water energy in his hand. He could put on Primal Kyogre. I think Kevin's doing some math, making sure that Aero Ball cannot knock him out. I think that's what's going on. We see a water energy going to the active. We'll see a trade to Primal Kyogre. And just a pass. I guess Kevin wants to preserve all of his attackers. And let's see what Jacob does. There's a Skyfield coming down. We see a Lugia, Muscle Band. We see a Trainer's Mill. He can grab the Floatstone to put it on that Zoroark. So that way he can stand in and then retreat. And then, do some Metal Links. So we see the Floatstone going out to the Zoroark. And he does have a VS Seeker. He could bring up that Zoroark and knock it out. And that's what we're going to see. Shaman drawn up to 6. Oh, he already used the VS Seeker for Lysander. We see a Trainer's Mill. We see a Lugia. We see a Shaman. So much is going on in Jacob's turn, but he has dominated this game for sure. We'll see it stand in from the Zoroark. We will see double Metal Links going on to the to Lugia, and we will see an Aero Ball doing 20, 40, 60, 80. I think 80? Maybe he used Deep Hurricane. No. 20, 40, 60. Maybe he has 2 medals on there. We just couldn't see him. But on to Kevin's turn. We'll see what happens. Or is Lugia you may discard a supporter card or stadium card? Let's see here. But we see Ultra Ball from Kevin discarding double Lysander. We will see a Shaman coming down from Kevin. He does have life in this game, but is it too late? Yeah, we'll have to see. We see Ultra Ball discard double Lysander. Put a link on the active. Now, if Jacob has a Lysander, he could just bring up the Shaman and win the game, which is not good. But Shaman going to drop to 6, and doesn't really have anything. He has an AZ. He could pick up the Shaman. He has a Galele. He has 1 water energy. He could attach that to the active. And let's see what he decides to do. A pass on to Jacob's turn. Does he have a VS Seeker for a Lysander to bring up to that Shaman or not? If he does, that's basically game. So we'll see what happens. Oh, the Zoroark had an energy. That's why Aero Ball did a knockout, because it had 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. We see a metal energy going out to Lugia. We see a level ball get out of Zora. I forgot the Zoroark had an energy on it. That's why Jacob was able to knock it out. Sorry about that. I know some people already commented saying what I messed up on. But there we see a stand-in from the Zoroark. We'll see a metal links going on to the Lugia. And we'll see an Aero Ball for 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 with 20. Oh, nope. He's just going to Lysander to bring up Shaman and Aero Ball for the game, or not for the game, for taking 2 prize cards. Oh no, he actually used Deep Hurricane. Okay, so Deep Hurricane, knocking all of the Shamans, and we see a Battle Crest for Kevin. I forgot that Jacob knocked out the Zoroark. I thought it was game already. But let's see, that Lugia has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 120, and then 2 on the active. 40, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 160 right now. Can Jacob one-shot this Primal Kyogre is the big question. We see a Battle Compressor, discarding a Battle Compressor, a Water Energy, and maybe just those 2 cards. But still, Kevin's in a bad position. He hasn't really played anything this game. He Battle Compressors, discards a Zora, a Water Energy, and another Battle Compressor. And Kevin, can Kevin make a 6-1 comeback? Nope, just a pass on to Jacob's turn. Still no supporter card from Kevin. Not good at all. And here we see an Aero Ball doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 160, like I said. He does have a VS Seeker for the following turn. And let's see, he does have a Metal Energy to discard pile. He could stand in, attach a Metal Energy, and just keep on going crazy. Let's see. Trying to figure it out. Stand in, attach. That's why you just see, yeah, stand in, and then Metal Links. And we'll see an Air Ball doing 180 damage. Not enough for a knockout. And on to Kevin's turn. What can he do? It looks like he, I don't know. He's in a bad position. We see a Glalie come down. We see an AZ picking up the Primal Kyogre, sit up the Glalie, put down a Kyogre Link and a DCE, but Jacob does have the very VS Seeker for Lysandre. We see a Skyfield, and oh man, that's a hand, all right. So Jacob could just use a Deep Hurricane and Knockout, and there we go. That is top 8. Sorry about that. Once again, I apologize that the bottom right says the finals. Unless you see it covered up, maybe I'll figure out a way how to cover it up, and then you won't even see the finals there. But that was an uneventful game for sure. We just saw Kevin kind of just draw passing, which is not good. Now Kevin did have a really good record going into the finals, so don't think that this Kyogre deck is not that good. I mean, he just got unlucky. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you liked seeing a Primal Kyogre versus a Lugia Bronzong deck. Both these decks are pretty rogue. But thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. Alrighty, bye. Oh wait, we'll see. Hold on, what's Kevin pulling? He got an Octillery. Let's keep on going. Come on, Kevin. Give us something good. Pull something good for the stream. Reverse Fresh Letter, a Monkey, a Houndoom Spirit Link. Let's see. And another Monkey, Smeargle, Salt Vest, so nothing. Oh no. Oh wait, he's got Warm Pack. Hold on. Don't let us down, Kevin. And oh, a Mewtwo EX. There we go. Alrighty. So there we go. Kevin at least pulls a Mewtwo EX out of his packs. But thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. Alrighty.